Inside the Mind of a Killer. The Last Interview. The recording light blinked red. The air in the small, windowless room felt thick, weighed down by the unspoken truths that had yet to surface. Across the table sat Richard "Rick" Morrow, a man whose name had once sent shockwaves through the nation. Convicted of 3 brutal murders, he had spent the last 25 years on death row. And tonight, in less than 6 hours, his time would be up. I adjusted my recorder, my fingers steady, but my heartbeat was anything but calm. This was the last interview of Rick Morrow, the only time he had agreed to speak publicly. He exhaled slowly, his wrists still shackled to the metal table. "You ever wonder why people like me do what we do?" he asked, his voice eerily calm. I hesitated, choosing my words carefully. "That's why I'm here, to understand." Rick chuckled, shaking his head. Understanding is overrated. The confession. No one expected for years, Morrow had maintained his innocence. Court appeals, protests, even a few documentaries had suggested he might have been wrongly convicted. Yet, as I watched him now, something in his demeanor had shifted. "They always asked me if I did it," he murmured, "and I always said no." I leaned forward. "And now?" He looked up, his gaze sharp, unreadable. Then, in a chillingly casual tone, he whispered, "Now, it doesn't matter, does it?" A pause. A slow smile crept onto his lips, but it wasn't one of amusement. It was something darker. "But you want to hear it, don't you?" My throat went dry. This was it. Rick Morrow was about to confess. A mind without remorse. "People think there's some grand reason behind it," he said, tilting his head, "that a killer like me had a tragic childhood, or some trigger moment that made me snap." He sighed as if disappointed. "The truth is, I enjoyed it. The power, the control, the silence that follows." The room suddenly felt 10 degrees colder. "You see, you're all looking for something that isn't there," he continued. "There is no why. Some people paint, some people build houses. I killed." A slow, deliberate shrug. "And I'd do it again." I forced myself to hold his gaze, but every instinct told me to get up, to leave, to run. But I wasn't here for comfort. I was here for the truth. "Do you regret it?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. Rick grinned. "No." The final words that haunt. A guard knocked on the door. 5 minutes left. Rick stretched his hands, the chains rattling. He exhaled deeply, as if this interview had drained him. "Tell me," I asked, "do you fear what's coming?" He smirked. "I've been dead for 25 years. Tonight just makes it official." The guards moved in, unlocking the chair. Rick stood, towering over me. Then, just as he was about to be led out, he turned back. "You want my last words?" he asked. I swallowed hard. He leaned in slightly, voice barely a whisper. "They never found the 4th one." And with that, he was gone. The door clicked shut. The room was empty, but his words? They lingered. "Before you go. Some stories don't have closure. Some truths stay buried." What do you think? Was Rick Morrow telling the truth, or was this his final game? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more gripping crime stories that make you question everything, hit that subscribe button now and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Stay curious, stay safe, subscribe now.